people. So I will be recording this video on my way to work just because I didn't have time to do it last night. Yeah, I had a bad night last night, so yeah, I didn't get to record it. But anyway, this video is going to be about pharmacy technician and what do you have to do to become a pharmacy technician, what I like about it, how I got started, and just answering any questions that I've gotten about it and how to sign up and, you know, the technicals. But first off, I got into pharmacy because I found out that you didn't have to have a degree or you didn't have to finish any training. I know in Illinois for sure. So I basically just did my application because I really didn't have time to go to school. You know, I just needed a job and I needed a nice job. I didn't want to just work at a restaurant or anything like that because I'm not much of a people person. You know, I'm a people person, but I would prefer where I don't have to work with people. So yeah, so basically I went on Illinois Department of Financial Regulation, I think that's the name of it, and I actually did my application. It's the same application that the pharmacists do and the doctors do. Like, it's the same licensure. So you just go to that website, whatever your state's website is, to apply for license, like for barbers, hairdressers, and things like that. You go to your state's website and you go and look up the requirements for a pharmacy technician. And usually they have an online application, but I'm not exactly sure. I know they have a paper application too with Illinois. So I filled out my online application, and within 2 to 3 weeks I had my license in the mail. And once you have your license, you could actually get a job as a pharmacy technician. You have to sometimes the job requirements are different. Some jobs require you to get certified within 6 months of employment, and in order to get certified you have to pass a test. So yeah, so in order to get certified you have to actually study, and you can either take the NHA or the PTCB. And I took both of them. I failed the PTCB the first time and I didn't take it anymore. So everyone was telling me that the NHA was a little easier and that it's more retail based. And that's mainly the jobs that I was working at the time, retail pharmacy, which is like regular pharmacies like Walmart and Walgreens and grocery store pharmacies and community pharmacies like that, like the retail ones. So, and in retail pharmacy, basically, well, I'll go into that later. But yeah, so when I took the NHA, when I took the NHA, I passed it with flying colors. Like, I did really great. And my coworkers actually threw me a little party, and I was so excited. But yeah, so let me get into the details of pharmacy once you do get your license. Okay, so once you get your license, you will have to choose what type of pharmacy you prefer to work in. So for me, I'm not much of a people person. So retail, but the first retail job I had, I can say, like, I liked it a lot. I liked the patients that came and picked up their medicines. They were really nice and really sweet, and we really had a bond. And me and my manager, we really had a bond. But I feel like if it wasn't for my manager and it wasn't for the people at that location, I wouldn't have liked the job. I'm real big on feeling a way at my job. Like, I like to feel included and I like to feel important at a job. Like, if I don't feel wanted, I'm not gonna stay at the job, you know. So my first job was actually at this same company, but I was packing medication in boxes. So I was packing like insulins and like cold stuff, and I would pack like regular medications as well in boxes because it was a mail order pharmacy. But then I hated standing up for 8 hours. So you got to think about that too. Like, are you a person that likes to stand up and work? Are you a person that likes to stand up and work full-time hours, you know? Or do you just want something part-time, like just for a supplemental income? But after I realized I didn't like that, I ended up going into retail pharmacy, which is basically the Walgreens, the Walmarts, CVS's, on the corner. Like, it was just like, not on the corner, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but like the corner stores, I should say, the pharmacies like that, like that's quick, you can go in and pick up your medication. That's the type. I worked in a grocery store pharmacy. But yeah, I loved that job. I loved it a lot. So I started to realize though that I had bills and I couldn't just work part-time, and I wanted a set schedule because my kids were in school and I needed to get them out of school at a certain time or out of daycare at a certain time. So I needed something full-time. And although I loved the job, it wasn't enough money. I think retail starting pay is $12, like $11 or $12. So it was still like a regular job. Like I could have not wasted my time getting my license and my certification if it was gonna be that, you know. Well, I did have my certification at the time, I take it back. So yeah, I found out that the job that I'm working now was hiring, and I got hired on there working on the IV team. The IVIG team is basically for people with blood disorders, IVs, in-home infusions. So I got on that team, and I love that job as well. Like I love my coworkers. They throw like little parties and stuff all the time. I actually threw my first Juneteenth party at work with them. So I just like it. It's my manager, she was working with me like if I was late, or it wasn't very strict. It was really laid back. It was not a lot of micromanaging or any of that. The training was perfect. Although a lot of people complained about the training was like a whole week of nothing basically, and I like doing nothing and get paid for it. I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna sit there and do nothing just like they tell me to. But anyway, that's probably not the best or good, but anyway, yeah. So our training was literally nothing, and it was a whole week. So yeah, after training they tell you what team you'll go on. If you'll be on core is basically just at calls, like you make calls to patients, or patients call in or whatnot, and you just discuss the medication and just discuss the delivery and all of that with the patient. Or you get to you put on a team, pulmonary team, like I said, the IV team, and basically I'm data entry, and I love typing, so I feel like data entry is the best for me because I get to type and it's basically translating prescriptions. So when the doctor sends it over, it's like to the naked eye, it looks very bad, like it doesn't look readable, you know. So it's up to the technicians to translate them basically, and once we translate them, we send them to the pharmacist, and the pharmacist checks them and makes sure everything is straight, and then after that they send it to the back end, and that's where the IVs are made and the medicine is made and packed and shipped out. So yeah, another reason that I picked pharmacy is because I'm gonna just say that job right there fit me perfectly because I like to type and I like the pharmacy field. And the reason that I picked the pharmacy field is because it's flexible. I'm able to grow. So say for instance, I wanted to go back to school, I would be able to go, which I do plan on going back to school. And all you have to do is do your prereqs, and you can apply straight for your doctorates of pharmacy. Like, come on, like I can be a doctor in less than 10 years, 8 years. Why not? Like I can get my associate's degree and straight apply to be accepted into pharmacy school. And once you finish pharmacy school, then you're basically a doctor of pharmacy. Like, why wouldn't I do that? So yeah, like that's my next venture, that's my next goal, that's my next thing to do.
1 mile, turn left onto East Gulf Road.
Mistake. So yeah, so it's room to grow. And like at my job too, they have Tech 1, Tech 2, Tech 3, and with each one you get a raise. So as long as your idle time, they check your idle time, like if you're just sitting at the computer not doing anything or nothing is moving with the computer, then that's basically your idle time will be low because you're not doing anything. They count the prescriptions that you type. And with me typing up an IV medication, you have to have everything to go with the IV medication. You have to have pre-meds. You have to have the medication first. So you have to know how many vials of that medication you need. And it could be a lot of vials. You have to have the pre-meds, which could be a whole lot as well. And you have to have the supplies that go with it. So typing one prescription is almost like typing 30 at one time. So versus the other teams who only type one prescription at one time. So us, we type a whole bunch at one time. So our numbers are high regardless, you know. So yeah, basically that's why I chose pharmacy, and I'm very glad that I chose pharmacy because I love it and I can grow. So yeah, if you guys are interested, please let me know, and I have a study guide for you. I can send it to you via email. That would be best because it's in my email. If you're interested in changing your career path, you realize that working a regular job and it's not working for you and that it's not getting it, because I promise you, I was there in the same position. Just let me know, and I can let you guys know. My job is always hiring. They always need techs, because it's one of the biggest pharmacies, giving it away. It's one of the biggest pharmacies in the U.S. So it's not one of, it is the biggest pharmacy in the U.S. And they're always hiring. Once you fill out your application, a recruiter will call you and they'll walk you through the whole process. Like, they let you know everything from your application to your background check to your start date, instructions on your start date, every single thing. So if you're looking for a job, if you're looking to relocate, if you're looking for just this place, the place that I work for is in every, you know what I'm saying, it's in every state, almost, not every state, but a lot of the different states. So yeah, if you want to know more information on that, just let me know. You know, I got you, you know. I think that is it. So if I didn't cover something, or if you guys still have some questions, just let me know and I'll answer it for you. Like I said, you can inbox me or you can comment down below. Please like and subscribe to my channel so y'all know when I'm posting new videos. And you know what I'm saying, just keep up, you know, with what's going on with me. And yeah, like, I got y'all. If y'all want me to make some more videos or whatever y'all want me to make them on, just let me know that too, because sometimes I be thinking like, I don't know what I'm gonna make a video on next, but hey, I got you. Listening to my trap music on the way to work, like, and get it, then go up and there and be like, hello, yes, oh my gosh, are you serious? Like, wow, I would have never guessed. Oh my gosh. Then come back out on break like, who, not me, who the fuck you talking to? She got me, you feel me? Then go back in and like, yes.